More than a week after the arrests of Bella Bond's mother and her mom's boyfriend, police in Massachusetts are still gathering evidence in the death of the toddler whose identity stumped investigators all summer. We now know baby doe is Bella Bond. Her mother, Rochelle Bond, is charged with accessory to murder after the fact. She's pleaded not guilty and is being held on $1 million bond. Bond's boyfriend, Michael McCarthy, is charged with murder and unlawful disposition of human remains. He has also pleaded not guilty and is being held without bond. Joining me now to discuss the case is criminal defense attorney Midwin Charles. Midwin, thanks for being with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to start with this gathering of evidence because could this mean more charges are coming for possibly mom and boyfriend?
It's possible. In cases like this, what investigators usually do is they go into the site or the scene where the person last was, and they go in and collect evidence, whether it's DNA evidence or whether it's just physical evidence, in order to make sure that there isn't anything that they left untouched or what have you, to ensure whether or not additional charges should be levied against both the mother and this boyfriend.
And so many people, when they heard about this, thought to themselves, Children's Services knew this family. 2 children had been taken from this family. Drugs were known to be used in this family. Bella was known to Children's Services. And what is their possible liability, if anything? And they did issue a statement about this. They called it a terrible tragedy, saying while the child's case was closed over 2 years ago under the previous administration, the department is looking into the matter in efforts to improve the way the department cares for the children in its custody. The investigation into the recent tragedies revealed systematic problems with the department, and the Baker administration is taking action. And we heard from the union president saying these are social workers overloaded. This is not their fault. What do you think?
Well, I think in this case it's obvious that DCF dropped the ball. This family has a sort of what I would say a frequent flyer card when it comes to DCF, and it's unfortunate. But I understand that agencies like this throughout the country are overburdened. They oftentimes don't get the funding that is necessary in order for these investigators to do their job. However, there should be no excuse, particularly when you have a family like this that has been known to them. So the agency has been put on notice. Not only were 2 children removed from the home, one in 2006 and the other in 2011, but parental rights were terminated. And I have to tell you, Lynn, that is huge. In order to have your parental rights terminated by the city or by the agency, a lot has to go wrong before that happens. So how is it that in this same household, 2 additional calls were made and investigated for allegations of neglect against baby Bella, one in 2012, the other in 2013. And they determined that there was neglect there. Same household where 2 kids were taken away and parental rights were terminated, and yet they closed the case. It just boggles the mind, and one would think that given that history, that any call coming from that house from that point on
would be flagged. And that is going to be a question as we move forward. Our thanks to criminal defense attorney Midwin Charles. An official with the Department of Children and Families says after the discovery of baby Bella's body when she was just baby doe, the agency tried to connect the dots, sending social workers to thousands of homes, and they looked at current and recently closed cases involving children younger than 5 years old.